Hey guys, what's up? So we're back to Kingmaker, just because recently it has been most watched. I will continue the Baldur's Gate. I actually already still have some footage from when I didn't have a voice when I was ill, so I'm gonna upload that shortly, and I will also continue uploading it normally. But at the same time, I also care for what people want to see. And the definitive edition just came out, and I haven't really explored the turn-based combat too much as well. I will be switching between real-time and turn-based sometimes, because there's some situations where turn-based isn't the best if you play solo. Like, if you get ambushed somewhere on the way and stuff like that. Also, I want to play something a little different, but at the same time, I want to make a character that obviously also can be viable on unfair. So it's not gonna be anything super OP, but at the same time, one of the main challenges I want to set myself is not to abuse Heart of Ira early. For those of you who don't know, I can. Sorry, I lost my voice there for a second. I can showcase it in game a little bit later as well. For those who don't know, you can access almost any area early in the game, including Varnhold, where you can get Heart of Ira, by traveling over the fog that would usually stop your movement. What you can do is, if you get the random encounter message pop up in the middle of the screen, the message will be there for like 2 seconds or so before the actual dialogue pops up that tells you that you can't pass the fog. And you can press your button, whichever button, usually by default it's the R key, the one that's set for resting. You press your rest button right after the random encounter popped up in the middle of your screen. You have to be a little quick about it because there's only a couple of seconds time, but it isn't too difficult to do. You see it pop up, you press your R button, then you press escape, and then you press space, which will make your character travel a little bit further on the map before the actual dialogue pops up, which will tell you, yeah, you can't go past this line, and then you just close and you're already past the line. So I will not be doing that this time because there's already a couple of videos about this on my channel. I am just mentioning that you can do it again because whenever I stream and play this game, people are always like, why do you have a Heart of Ira already? How is it possible? Are you cheating? I mean, no one actually ever said, are you cheating? But I'd be saying that. So I'm just explaining this again, but I'm not actually gonna do it. I'm gonna try and play normally. Like, whenever I can get free XP, rat no kill and whatnot, I try to get it, obviously, without fighting just the traps. But I'm not gonna be overly abusing it. Also, I want to play something different, but at the same time something that can actually somewhat easily play on unfair early game. They've never really tried the Kinetic Knight too much. The Psycho Kineticist is definitely the stronger class, but I've played that quite a bit, and it's just so much stronger than any other class in the game that it's a little bit ridiculous. And at the same time, I still like Kineticists. I just don't want to play them with all the abuses and stuff, and I always wanted to make a melee one. So yeah, we're gonna go with Kinetic Knight. And the cool thing about Kineticist is that you can max your main stat, which Kinetic Knight, it's Constitution, and it will give you damage. So it's one of the very few classes that doesn't need to worry about getting an agile weapon. So even though it is much weaker than the non-melee kineticist, than the, what's it called, the with all the big AoE effects and whatnot, Deadly Earth. It is still gonna be very, very strong just for the sake of getting that kinetic weapon. And also, one of the small, big upsides of going the Kinetic Knight instead of Psycho is you don't go Wisdom, you go Con instead, which will give us at least a little bit more HP in the early game, where it's gonna be hard on Unfair to not get one shot. So that's the whole idea. It's nothing revolutionary or anything. It's not a new build. But hopefully it will be fun. I'm going with this stat allocation. It's probably not the best, but my main problem is always that you have to have like one uneven stat, and it's stat point every 4 or 5 levels. I think, yeah, every 4 levels, so you'll end up with 5 stat points. So this looks a little bit, it's like, yeah, put 1 point in Wisdom whenever, because I guess actually Int is probably better. Yeah, because then we'll get extra skill points here, and Wisdom is for Perception, obviously, but I think this is fine, because then we get to put more points into skill points. We do still need Finesse for the kinetic weapon, if I remember correctly, so I will pick Finesse, I mean. And for the stat, I'd want to go for Air or Earth, just for the defensive benefits. Going Double Fire would be kind of cool, because Double Fire would mean we eventually get to hit against touch AC. But I think it's not necessary. And yeah, Earth gives you, once you reach level 2, Earth gives you DR, which I think is what I'm gonna start with. Air gives you AC though, which is also pretty nice. Yeah, I think getting damage reduction early on is stronger. We'll end up with both of them anyway.
Enemy approaching! What a find.
I am gonna go Lawful Good merely for wanting to leave the option open to go Monk later, where you don't heavily invest into Wisdom or Charisma, so it's not as big of a deal to go Monk. That's one of the reasons why the Psychokineticist is so strong, because they go Wisdom based. But there is obviously the items that give you up to +8 to your mental stats, so you will still end up getting a little bit of Wisdom. And also there is the Lawful Good Monk Robe that is just very powerful, because it gives you +5 dodge AC. So that is something I will be thinking about. We're most likely not gonna go Armor and Shield, because we already have a pretty high dex score. I could go Tower Shield Specialist, but I think I'm not gonna. I haven't fully decided yet. I get a second level here just because this is a respec character that I created that just has finished Oleg's fight, because I personally do not like playing the tutorial on unfair difficulty, because it is very unfair. I mean, even now the early game is, without cheesing, with like Heart of Iron stuff, the early game is still gonna be very unfair and rough, but the tutorial is just bullshit. I have recently found a way, or someone on Twitch told me about it, I didn't find it by myself, to beat the tutorial easily on unfair. I mean, you can do it with any class if you just expend enough reloads. Eventually you'll beat every fight, but it's just very obnoxious. But there is a very safe way of doing it, just based on the fact that all your companions are immortal during the tutorial. So you just turn off AI on your own character, hide your own character and stealth in a corner somewhere, and you just keep attacking the enemies with the companions. They'll keep getting knocked out, but every now and then they'll get a lucky hit in, and eventually all enemies will die. The last two fights are a little bit easier as well, because after they added the Kineticist DLC, Cassie, the Tiefling Kineticist, will join in the fight, and she's actually immortal. She doesn't even go down, she doesn't take any damage. Like the companions, they go down, it looks like they died, but then after a while they get back up. But Cassie doesn't even do that, she just keeps on fighting. So the last two fights are a lot easier and faster. Like even the very last fight, you'd think is the hardest, but it's actually the easiest, because once after all the companions got knocked down, she'll just keep attacking with her kinetic blade. So it is possible to beat it on unfair, but it is just not very fun. So I've prepared this save where I'm right in Olex. I only got the XP from doing the tutorial, so I'm only level 2. And I can just respec in whatever I want. And yeah, in this case we're gonna try this out. I'm a little confused now though. Don't I get... Oh, that's the thing about... That's the thing about the what's it called? The Kinetic Knight. They get this later, they don't get this at level 2, they get it at 4. That is actually not great. I didn't expect that, but level 4 should be possible to reach. I hope. I was kind of relying on getting the Flesh of Stone early. Alright, I'll try and make you do with it. I guess we could go with something that gives us armor early. Like the lizard. It's not that great because it's natural armor, so it won't work against touch attacks. But early on it's probably gonna be a help. Also, since respecking doesn't work on unfair, the difficulty's changed right now, so we will change it to unfair. And make sure this is checked. Sometimes the game randomly changes settings on reloading a save, which can be a little bit annoying. Also, I want to be able to select this at will, so I turn it off by default. Okay. Oops. Alright, so far so good. I don't really like the fact that I don't get my Flash of Stone early as the Kinetic Knight. The whole idea why I went Kinetic Knight was just to make the early game a little bit easier because of the Constitution bonus instead of Wisdom. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work out if we don't get a Flash to Stone. Also, I'm silly, why am I not using this? Yeah, I think I'll have to rely pretty heavily on consumables early, but before we save the priest, there isn't actually that many consumables that I can buy. This is Wand of Mage Armor, which is quite powerful. Don't have too much gold right now. I did already buy the Bag of Holding because I picked up everything in the starting area and then just traveled here overburdened. You used to be able to sell this and still keep it at the same time. It used to be a bug, but they did actually fix that. Let's not sell these recklessly. Let's keep them for now. So Barkskin and Blur are pretty good early because A, they last very long, and 2, obviously the effects are very strong, but right now I need gold. I think buying the Wand of Mage Armor is more efficient right now. Oh, never mind, I can't actually use it. And of course I didn't save before I bought it. Oops. That is interesting, why can I not use it? Is it just because my UMD is at -1? I think that's just the problem right now. So we just need to put a point in that and I think we can use it. Because as far as I know, you can usually use those as a kineticist. I'm not sure about the Kinetic Knight if they have any restrictions, but I wouldn't think so. Alright, so right now my focus is gonna be to get to level 4. Which isn't gonna be easy. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the way you skip the other random encounters that I talked earlier about. If you wanna get past the fog. But I'm gonna try my best to not do it.
I know what to do.
And since we're not skipping the fog wall, might as well go and listen in on the Tartuccio encounter. I am not gonna be able to fight with my current HP. I'm just gonna get one shot. So just gonna try and listen in on it and be in stealth. Once again, but in this case we still have to try and avoid, which might not work. I forgot to quick save. Yeah. Right now it's... if I use up all my consumables, then I can probably kill some goblins, but I don't really want to do that. I do have Invis, I kind of forgot I do. Oops. Yeah, I usually try to pick the... what's it called? Plumkas? Yeah, the Plumkas. Just for these kind of scenarios. Yeah, it's unfair difficulty. And I can't even use this wand. I could try to like use color spray. Obviously if that works, then you automatically win. Why are these guys not going away? Am I too close to them? Oh shit, there's another one, okay. Usually after a while they'll de-aggro, but maybe I'm just too close to them. So of course, if I had Heart of Ira right now, I could just cheese them from Invis, because it does not start a fight if you damage them with it. But it's also very boring playstyle.
Quickly now, if we don't pour them,
One of the things I could do is try and get some loot in here. In this game, if you move, you get a penalty to your stealth. So I have to move somewhat carefully, even if I'm in this.
What a find. I'll go ahead.
I'm not sure if I was too close to that trap already and already failed the perception check when I saved. Okay, cool. I haven't really 100% ever figured that out, if there's a certain proximity where you already failed the check. Because sometimes you spot the trap from very far away, and sometimes you only spot it when you're really close.
Follow my lead.
Okay. I got 1 level, but that's not super crucial, I think. But I have not played Kinetic Knight before. Remove fatigue, shaking, or sicken. Yeah, that's not gonna make a big difference. Right now. It's pretty nice. Replaces infusion gained at 3rd level. That doesn't sound awesome. Still gain infusion, just a level later, I guess. Alright. Seems fine. We could go for some trip shenanigans, but I don't have the infusion yet. I think right now we go either dodge skill focus perception or toughness. I think I just go dodge. My perception is decent enough. It's not awesome, but I have a 25% chance to find the traps at Ratnurg. But right now is all I need, honestly. What is this? Oh, okay. That's just part of the resolve. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. Like, if I get hit by something I need to save against, then if I didn't save, it's already too late. Alright? How am I supposed to use a swift action? Unless this is somehow automatic and it just doesn't show up here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use burn at all on the Kinetic Knight. We'll see. Wait, did I just forget? Oops. That is kind of unfortunate. I just forgot that I needed 1 UMD level. I think this is fine, we just need to spot the area. Which is around here somewhere anyway. I could reload and try and get the check. It's only an 11 and we have 8. But I think this is fine. Don't want to overly reload too much. I just want to see if this will give me the ability to use the wand. Yes, okay, awesome. I kind of forgot to rest, so I don't have Invis right now.
We will be victorious!
Skeleton soldiers may be possible. Depends how many there are. Usually there's a lot of them. Let's turn on turn-based after I made my first attack, because I'm a cheese lord. Alright, this doesn't look too good. They only need to roll a 6. Ah, yeah, okay. This is not gonna work out. I mean, might as well turn this on because I can't hit them with anything but a crit anyway.
This should do it. A calculated risk. This was not part of the plan.
Okay, let's rest and re-get our invis. I think those skeleton soldiers are one of the weakest classes that you can come across. Oh, also I kind of forgot to go to Nettles.
I tire. I am prepared. Follow my lead. Ready for anything.
Okay, that was without reload, so that's nice. I wish there was a way to tell how high the checks are that are required to spot something. But sadly it doesn't show up in the combat log. If it's on the map, I mean. It does show up here, but
I know what to do.
not if you spot a place on the map. These are 25-ish. Crit. I just say traps are a little unfair on unfair.
Ready for anything. Follow my lead. Ah! Follow my lead. Ah!
My perception should be high enough to have like a 30% chance to get them. Alright. 25 check. We have 11 perception.
Follow my lead. Oh!
Wow, I didn't know I could crit for even more.
Interesting.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, 25. So we have a chance of failure. If we roll a 20, that's 31. So, yeah, 30% success chance and 70% failure chance.
I can't.
Oh, and I forgot to quick save when I spotted the trap. Oops. That was a mistake. Usually the mechanics checks, what's it called? The trickery checks aren't the problem here. But I guess I didn't put a point into it.
Ah! Follow my lead. Interesting. A trivial matter. I know the way. Oh!
The traps are probably not gonna be enough to level.
Interesting.
3k? No, there's less than 10 traps here. Maybe.
I can't. This is not possible. I can't. I can't. This is not possible. I can't. I can't.
I think if you roll a 5 or less here, they get triggered.
This is not possible.
Well, that definitely was a 5.
This is not possible. I can't. This is not possible.
I don't think I have anything for skill checks right now.
It is finished. Follow my lead. Ah! Interesting. I can't. This is not possible. I can't. This is not possible. I can't.
The pains of the early game.
This is not possible. I can't. It is finished. Interesting. This is not possible. I can't. I can't. It is finished. Follow my lead.
Wait, what? I didn't even know traps can actually miss. It doesn't show up in combat log. I mean, I guess it can crit, so obviously I can miss too, but I'm not sure if I've ever seen that before on Ratna Hill.
Oh, interesting.
Also, there's another trap up here, but not only does it have a higher
This is not
perception
possible.
and trickery check, it also
A trivial matter.
doesn't give any XP if you actually disarm it.
What a find. Interesting. It is finished. I can't. Follow my lead. This is not possible. I can't. I can't. This is not possible. It is finished.
I think that was all the traps. Yeah, not a lot of XP.
Follow my lead.
Yeah. The one by the doorway, but we can't spot it right now.
Time's not waiting.
It is like over 30. Okay, let's go to Thornford now.
We will be victorious!
Skeletons again. I forgot to turn off the turn-based. Our stats haven't really changed. I did get one level up. Yeah, I don't know. Once I have a little bit more gold, I definitely get some more consumables that I can use in fights. Right now I don't have that much stuff I can sell because we didn't really pick anything up.
I know the way. Ready for anything.
I'm also a little bit worried, why does it say this ability alters elemental defense? Maybe it's just referring to
I'll go ahead.
the later level you get it at. But I guess we'll find out.
Interesting. A trivial matter. Our victory is certain!
Fighting those summoned animals doesn't give any XP.
I can't. This is not possible. It is finished. We will be victorious!
Not sure how many reloads 180 XP are worth, but in our current situation,
I can't.
quite a bit I'd say.
It is finished. We will be victorious! I can't.
Doesn't look like we're gonna spot that second trap.
A trivial matter.
I mean, eventually, I guess. What's that trickery? That perception check. 21 should actually be really easy.
Interesting.
Okay, I was about to not reload again, and then I got it with one more reload.
I can't. A trivial matter. This is not possible. It is finished.
Alright, so now we get a Flash of Stone, which is going to be very, very strong. I'm also going to go with this because we're kind of starved on points at the moment. I feel like instead of stealth, maybe I still want to go a little bit of UMD because otherwise it's too painful to use stuff. Got this to like 7-ish, I think. It looks like we actually get this for free, which is interesting. Usually you have to pick this. I'll go with a perception. Right now our trickery is kind of a little low, but we are dex based, so it's gonna be easier to push that. And also at trickery checks, unless you're trying to open a chest, you always get several tries. So I feel like the perception check is a little bit more convenient. And yeah, we do get Flash of Stone for free. So we get 2 by default, and we can increase it to 4 by using it. Yeah, that's gonna be useful. It might not sound like much with the crazy damage modifiers of unfair, but what is really strong about DR is it's applied first before the difficulty settings double it, and also I think in case of a crit it's applied before a crit doubles it. So it's quite significant.
I can't. This is not possible. A trivial matter. Interesting. Follow my lead.
Ideally, I should have gone back to Olex and bought consumables. But I guess we found a barkskin potion somewhere, which is a good start. So the only thing I'm missing is reduce person, I think. We could also use turn-based and expeditious retreat, which is a pretty nice combo. And instead of the blade, use the ranged kinetic attack. Unless Kinetic Knight doesn't get it. Do they not get it at all, or just not at this level? Looks like they don't get it at all. Because otherwise I'd have it already. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I wanted to make a melee guy, right?
Focus on the goal.
No OP deadly earth shenanigans. Oh, also before I actually use the burn. On this character it takes away my HP, right? 4 per burn. That is actually worth it, I think. In general, it might not be worth at my current state of HP, because it's already a little low. But yeah, once again, the thing about unfair and DR is that DR is applied first. So let's just say an enemy crits for 32 on unfair, right? Let's say, for simplicity's sake, the crit is double damage, which isn't always true. An 8 would become a 32 because crit double damage would be 16 and then unfair double damage would be 32. But if we have 4 DR, then that would just be a 16. Yeah, I think accepting burn is fine.
No mistakes.
Hmm. 25, okay. Unexpected. Alright, 25 AC isn't awesome. But I think combined with the DR, it should be fine.
see me coming. We will be victorious! This was not part of the plan.
How do I not get flat-footed? It isn't enough to attack first, like from out of stealth or something, because combat... Sorry, my throat. Because combat will start after that. What even is this check? Oh. That's not good. Alright, so my idea on how to not get flat-footed right now.
They'll never see me coming.
If I'm at max range when I initiate combat, they might not have enough movement to get to me without expending their action points. But I don't know, does this have any range? Yeah, that range isn't good enough. Maybe I should have kept the ranged weapon around instead of selling it for 2 gold. That would have been a good idea.
We will be victorious!
Well, I was too close, but I got lucky. And now we're not flat-footed anymore. He didn't get my flat-foot bonus at all. Interesting.
This should do it.
I need to roll a 20, which isn't great. Maybe I shouldn't fight defensively, but I think in this case it doesn't make a big difference. Yeah.
Calm down. Not dead.
Yeah, that trip is a problem. I will try without fighting defensively, but I think this fight isn't gonna work.
They'll never see me coming. We will be victorious! This is not part of the plan.
Okay. Let's see.
They'll never see me coming.
I think I have to get too close to grab that.
Follow my lead.
That was unexpected.
I know the way.
I'm actually not even sure if I need those nodes.
I'll go ahead. This is not possible.
I have been waiting for you. I know little of... Search the area. I will be...
They'll never see me coming. Interesting.
You come again. An ancient temple. The temple of...
They'll never see me coming.
Well, lately I have abused Ira a lot at the temple, but since I'm getting killed by simple wolves now, and I don't want to abuse Ira, we have a rough journey ahead. I think Sycamore's the smartest thing I can do right now, because there's a lot of mites and kobolds fighting each other at the start. And even if they kill each other, I get the XP.
Greetings. I have urged Lady Jamande ordered me to capture Tartuccio. That slide is overcome. We received a message from the slums. A good.
I am prepared. All according to plan.
Oh shit, I made a mistake. I didn't find Tatucho's place yet.
I tire. We will be victorious! There see me coming.
I'm a little confused where Tatucho's place is. I thought it was somewhere around the area that where I was already.
Victory is certain! They'll never see me.
I'll try and kill these guys. I'm not sure how possible it is. But I will try.
Follow my lead. This enemy approaching! down. Not dead yet.
I just don't know. We're just super weak right now. Oh, it's wrong. Oh, wait.
We will be victorious!
What? I'm just trying to understand where I need to go right now. I would assume I just failed my perception check for this level already.
No mistakes.
How may I serve you?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of gold, which is
Follow my lead.
not too awesome.
I can't.
I try and kill some spiders. I don't know how good of an idea that is.
I tire.
But at least that will reset all the perception checks and trickery checks I failed. If I level up off it.
Ready for anything. They'll never see me coming.
This is actually impossible right now. I think you can always roll a 20, but it does seem like it's impossible right now. Maybe you can't? If like the check is above what a 20 would accomplish. It does seem that way. I mean, without this, that pretty much go my chances of winning in here, because spiders are just gonna poison me, right?
Time's not waiting. Focus on. We will be victorious!
Oh, also I forgot to use this first. Oops. Yeah. I think this is looking pretty hopeless.
This should do it. Calm down. Not dead yet. A calculated risk.
It's also kind of weird I'm not saving against the poison, because I have maxed con, so my constitution, my fortitude should be that bad. But it's still 50% chance, but I failed like 4 times in a row now.
This will hurt.
I think I've saved now. No, I've not. It didn't tick again.
Let's try this way. This was not part of the plan.
There's hope. I need better positioning and lots of luck.
We will be victorious!
I think all these spiders are probably one-shot. So it might be better to not use fighting defensively here. Because they don't need to roll a 20 to hit me. I mean, yeah, this will make it even easier for them to hit me, but also, if there's less of them, you know.
This should do it.
Oh, never mind, they're not one-shot. I don't think activating that after does anything. Probably should have tried anyway for the lols.
A calculated risk.
Let's just try it. Who knows? Yeah. You have to full attack once after you've activated this.
This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. Oh! This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. This was not part of the plan.
Oh, I did not expect it to be able to kill me there. Maybe my strength was just reduced to 0? It's so annoying that I can't use the delay poison yet. I should have put more points into UMD.
They'll never see me coming. We will be victorious! This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Calm down. Not dead yet. Let's try this way. This should do it. This was not part of the plan.
I wonder if this is maybe a better position.
We will be victorious!
5 footsteps not gonna get me there. I think I'm just gonna risk a disengagement here. Why? Looks like that didn't do anything.
This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it. Oh! A calculated risk. This was not part of the plan.
By accident, I made it so only 2 of them attacked me one of the previous times, but I couldn't figure out which position it was again after.
We will be victorious!
It was all purely by accident.
This should do it. A calculated risk.
That is not what I meant to do, but okay, thank you.
This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it. Calm down. Not dead. This was not part of the plan.
It's not looking good. I should have not reloaded the save where I spotted Tartuccio's lair. I wouldn't have been able to, because I leveled up and I forgot about use magic device. I wouldn't have been able to use my wand of mage armor, but at the same time it always takes very long to use it right now anyway, because I need to roll a 20 pretty much to use it.
We will be victorious!
And I would have been able to go to Sycamore and get a little bit of free XP because mites and kobolds are fighting each other.
This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. Calm down. Not dead yet. This should do it. A calculated risk. I'm wounded? This will hurt. This was not part of the plan.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not making a lot of progress, and it frustrates me a little bit. So, I am gonna do something unethical. I'm still gonna try to not use Ira, but I am gonna skip over the fog wall. Just not to Arnold. I really wanted to make it work without it. But right now it doesn't seem to be working. I really hate when you lose your perception bonus from head jumper for no reason. It's quite obnoxious.
Follow my lead. I tire.
Are you serious? I lost it again. So yeah, this is just basically how all of it works. Oh no, this is the wrong random encounter. I thought this was the fog wall already, but that's these guys again. By ignoring them, I lose out on companions, but I'm only using them as advisors anyway. So at this point I'm just willing to lose out on them.
the way.
So yeah, these were very close together, that's why I thought this is gonna be the one. Oh wow, we got the perception check, that's some nice XP. So yeah, it told us that we can't get over, but because we used the whole escape space thing, we just skipped over it anyway. I lost my head jumper bonus again, even though I just activated it here. We do need perception doing this, so it's a little bit annoying. This should be a perception helmet if I can get to it. If this is the map, then there's a golem which we can't fight without Ira. So if I was doing the full cheese, then obviously I'd be going to Varnhold first. And I'd have heard of Ira right now. And I'd just go in with
I'll go ahead.
while Ira's ticking. But this is actually not the place with the golem. What is this? Oh, the druid.
Of course.
That guy is a ton of XP if you cheese him with Ira, but obviously I don't want to overdo all this. So we're just gonna leave again.
I know the way.
I feel a lot less bad, personally, going over the fog wall, but not abusing it to full extent. This is so annoying. Whenever I move off the map, I lose my bonus. Wait a second. Skill focus and head jumper. Does it maybe not stack? No. No, because I have a 15 when I'm on the map. Right?
They'll never see me coming.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Okay, now I kept it. I mean, thanks.
I tire.
Country Road should actually be the place with a perception helmet.
They'll never see me coming.
Yeah, so there's a golem.
Follow my lead.
I think by just clicking on these crates, yeah, I automatically get everything when I leave. Oh, I probably should have equipped it. I guess it doesn't matter if I equip it on the map or there. Now we already had +1 from this. But so that's a nice change from 15 to 19. Okay, Shrewish Gulch was the main place I was looking for. I don't know if I can actually hit the perception check here. It is pretty high. It's a 30 plus 4 from unfair, so it should be possible. But I might have to reload a couple of times. This used to be spammable, but they changed it. Because it was an endless XP exploit. They changed it very, very late though. There we go, we got it. So that's a giant XP boost. With Ira, I could also go here. There's a golem with lots and lots of XP that you can kill with Ira. I mean, that's the main thing of being a little bit too crazy with the whole thing. You can just kill super high level monsters without actually fighting them. It is a big snooze fest, it takes forever. And obviously it takes all the challenge out of Act 1. You can even kill the black dragon all the way over here. This is a very high perception check. I think it's something like 30 plus to even spot the place where the dragon is. But if you do this type of stuff here first, it's definitely quite possible. And eventually you'll just have enough perception to spot the Dragon Slayer, especially if you're a wisdom based class. We didn't even level up off that. That's pretty crazy. I might have another shot at finding Tatucho's place now though.
I tire.
I'm never too sure if you get another try after you've changed an item that gives you perception. Like technically if you fail the check, you need to level up to get that check again. We don't have any fire resistance.
This should do it. A calculated risk. This was not part of the plan.
Without finding Cartucho's place, there won't be mites and kobolds fighting each other here. But maybe I can get XP of something else real quick. Because I'm not missing too much. Oh yeah, okay.
We were following his trail when
Oh wait, this reveals Pine Patch? I missed that earlier. I didn't even realize that. I thought you need a perception check to reveal it. Oops. Alright. I don't think we need toughness because of our constitution. It doesn't scale with constitution. It does scale with level, so it's not bad. I don't think there's a weapon focus for Kinetic Blade. There is. What does weapon focus unlock? Let's see. I guess critical... What's the other one called? One of the crit talents. I don't think you can add your dex modifier on top of the kinetic blast weapon. Yeah, I don't think we need any of these. So weapon focus isn't a priority. If I wasn't Kineticist, I'd start going into blind fight and upgrades, but obviously they get blind sense at some point eventually anyway. Maybe I should just go with more perception. Piranha Strike is a possibility. We'll get a lot of damage from scaling. But right now we don't one-shot the type of enemies we need to one-shot. So maybe? Also, we get bowling this early already. Which in turn means we could go towards Fury's Fall. Which only needs trip. So that's probably a very good idea. Entangling isn't that great. Pushing is really cool when you get it at the start, but it doesn't scale as well as trip. Because of the trip talents. It's just a little bit of a waste to go for trip on a normal feat, because whenever I get a kineticist feat, a wild talent, then I'll be able to pick it as well. But for now we'll do it. I could always respec later via the respec NPC. Also trip does give us +2. Right now already. So because the kinetic blade as kinetic warrior costs 0, we already get this for free at our current level. So that is quite nice actually. This didn't increase yet, because it's only every even level. But I can use burn up to 5 now.
Follow my lead.
Or not, because I guess I need to rest to get the additional use. I might not need it here. We fight only 2 kobolds. Should be fine. Kinetic Blade does so much damage. It scales every 2 levels. It should be a little easier now, because I put 1 more point into CMD, but it's still so annoying. And by CMD I totally mean UMD. Did I not put a point in it? What?
No mistakes. We will be victorious! Oh!
Wait, why is so many of them on me? I seem to remember you only have to fight 2.
This should do it.
There's actually a decent chance to trip these simple kobolds. Obviously it's gonna scale a lot with levels and later with Fury's Fall. Looks like they can only damage me on a crit, at least the ranged
A
ones.
calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. Calm down. Not dead yet. This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way.
We finally got a trip. Yeah, chance to trip isn't too great right now.
This was not part of the plan.
Wow. Well, I wanted to save consumables on this. Seems like it's not possible.
No mistakes.
Use it.
We will be victorious! This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Calm down. Not dead yet. Let's try this way. This was not part of the
Wow.
plan.
Even with full consumables? I mean mostly full. I guess I could get dex potions and reduce person and I guess sorry, my throat. Con potions as well.
I am prepared.
Listen to me. You
We will be victorious!
Maybe I should use fighting defensively here.
This should do it. A calculated risk.
Wait.
This will hurt.
Does using the kinetic blade not count as a full attack? Yeah, it's the same rolls.
Let's try this way.
I am flanked right now, which in this game is pretty easy to do.
This should do it.
So I don't know if positioning will help me not being flanked.
A calculated risk. This was not part of the plan.
Wait, why did they have to roll less after I did that?
Time's not waiting.
This doesn't seem too great.
We will be victorious! Ugh. This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. This should do it.
Wow, that was some lucky damage, eh?
A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it.
Trip doesn't actually seem to have an effect on turn-based mode. It's like they instantly go up, come up again, and I don't even know if as a kineticist I can get an AOO of that. Maybe there's a feat for it.
A calculated risk.
Next level up I'll definitely have to look at the feats.
This will hurt.
I think the main quote-unquote benefit it's giving me right now is that they have to expend their move action to get up, but in most cases that's not really gonna give me anything.
This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt. Let's try this way. This should do it. I am prepared. Interesting. Attention! They'll never see me coming. Follow my lead. Enemy approaching!
Maybe I can fight these guys without a buff. I don't want to waste consumables on random encounters.
A calculated risk. There.
Because eventually I will definitely be able to do at least some of the lower level random encounters without buffs.
This will hurt. Ugh. We will be victorious! Let's try this. Calm down. Not dead yet.
1 HP. Not too close. And now we have the 3, by the way. I totally forgot to use that. That is pretty big. Going up to 5 DR. The Kobold Archers already were only doing damage on crits. So Kobold Archers now will not do damage to me, even on crits. And the melees are probably gonna have problems as well.
I can't.
I'm gonna reload a little bit for a chest. I don't know if I'll reload till I get it. If it takes too long, then I'll probably stop. But I try for a little bit.
I can't.
I'd say 5 tries in total.
I can't. This is not possible.
Alright, last try.
A trivial matter.
Let's try this 5 times as well. The thing about the perception check is that pet is automatically deactivated.
Follow my lead.
18 is decently high though. Alright, success on the last try again, easy. Alright? Wrong. Okay,
I know what to do.
that's a shame.
Follow my lead.
I am gonna keep the old hat for a little bit. With the whole fox skipping thing, by the way, obviously you can also go to Cracklenorm's lair right now. And like if you don't want to abuse Ira, you can just go indoors and grab his stuff. And obviously if you want to abuse Ira, you can even kill him. But I think I've done enough that I should be able to just slowly level up now.
I know the way.
I'd used a lot of potions and I didn't really get a lot of gold back. So that isn't great. The biggest effect right now is probably Blur, but also it only lasts 1 minute per level and has cast level 3. %, miss chance is like 4 AC. So I don't think there's anything else in the game that gives me 4 AC right now. Do these have value? Ah. I need money, but I don't need it that badly.
I'll go ahead.
If it just wasn't so obnoxious with my UMD check. You know when I didn't know which feat to go instead of the useless trip feat? Which wasn't a good idea anyway, because next level I'm gonna get a free feat anyway. Instead of that, I should have gone with skill focus UMD. I completely forgot. When I was thinking about the skill focuses, I completely forgot about UMD. I might respec that at some point. I think I'll actually call it a day for this one gameplay sitting. Because next level is quite a bit away, so we'll need to clear quite a lot of old sycamore tree to get that. So I'll call it a day and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.